Alright, so today, as you said, a lot of people said medyo tumataba ako. So here's the challenge. I will not be eating anything for the rest of the quarantine, which is 10 to 11 days. And as in zero, I only will drink water. I've done this, and I hope you follow me. And just a reminder, do not do this without consulting your doctor. Before this, I've had to ask my doctor if this is okay, and then she said it's okay as long as whenever you feel like it's no longer necessary, just don't do it and have complete transition of food. So before this, I didn't eat as much for the last 12 hours. And then after that, for the next 10 days, I will update you of my weight. See you guys after how many pounds. What's up guys, my name is JP and I am a Filipino technopreneur. I'm starting my journey as a digital nomad in Chiang Mai, Thailand, discovering the food, culture, and life. And as we travel to different places, follow me, my journey, and my story. It's 11. I realized that it's already 10 hours before I had my first meal, and I'm still doing okay. I don't feel any problems or like feeling weak because this is just the first day. So we all know I just kept drinking water, and I still did my regular tasks, which is to clean the mess that I did at this hotel, and then just figure out how to deliver the ones that were ordered from me. So yun, I'll see you guys later at night. Let's see how I feel. It's actually 12 a.m. here in Thailand. I just got off from my final meeting for today. Actually, this is something that I did not expect. One of my colleagues, when we were talking, said that I was getting thinner without me telling them that I was on a water fasting. So I'm not sure if that's true, but we'll see until the end of the fasting. But I guess there's a little change in my neck. Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, let's see. I don't know yet. I'm not convinced. We're gonna wake up. Let's see. Di ako nahihilo. Actually, I feel lighter. I feel like I have a lot of energy today, even if I slept 4 hours. I slept at 4 p.m. It's a.m. Sorry, I decided to sleep at 4 a.m. But look. And I feel like my neck is also, I don't know, getting thinner. Look. I'm not sure how. Later, let's compare. See ya. I don't know why, like, just this morning, I feel like I had probably like 5 to 6 hours of sleep. But just this morning, I felt really, really nice. No headaches, no back pains. Because 2 days ago, I really had a bad back pain. No bad breath anymore. I felt like everything in my stomach is clean. I felt like I'm a renewed person, and just the thought of, my neck showing up again and things like that. I will update you. There's gonna be a video later that will show you the transformation. I really apologize if I can't weigh myself because I don't have a weighing scale right now. But as far as I know, I started at 85 kilograms, which was my normal weight before I traveled. So I'll try to get a weighing scale later and see if it's something that I can weigh myself on. And hopefully I get the results. I don't know where this came from. I don't know who knows my address. Probably with the vlog, the papers of the vlog, they screenshot it. But somebody sent a Starbucks for me. This is so cool. Thank you to whoever sent it. Just message me, okay? We'll have dinner or something. Ah, it's day 9. It's my semi last day of water fasting, and I am so feeling good. I don't know why. Like just this morning, I feel like I had probably like 5 to 6 hours of sleep. But just this morning, I felt really nice. No headaches, no back pains. Cause 2 days ago, I really had a bad back pain. Um, no bad breath anymore. I felt like everything in my stomach is clean. I felt like I'm a renewed person, and just the thought of my neck showing up again and things like that. I will update you. There's gonna be a video later that will show you the transformation. I really apologize if I can't weigh myself because I don't have a weighing scale right now. But as far as I know, I started at 85 kilograms, which was my normal weight before I traveled. So I'll try to get a weighing scale later and see if it's something that I can weigh myself on, and hopefully I get the results. Thank you. So it's Mother's Day today. I mean, there were so many times, there were so many years that I wasn't around during Mother's Day. But this one's special, I left the Philippines with a very hard heart, which I'm gonna discuss in my future vlogs. And I got to message my friends also that I had problems with. Happy Mother's Day. And especially my mom. My other families. And I just feel really good. But I miss them so much. This is the first time that I cried emotionally, that I cried because, I miss people. It's so hard to be away. It's so hard to start a new journey. It's so hard that they're not around to support me. Not a lot of people know about me leaving. But I know, God will guide me. But I feel really emotional. Some sore throats. I got some salt. I asked for some salt, and I'm gonna gargle later. That's why I'm very nervous. My head really aches right now. I don't know. Like I had 2 Tylenols already, and the paracetamol it's still not gone. But I tested negative for my last. So I'm trying to edit the video, but I'm not really feeling well. Maybe I should just sleep. I ordered Tylenol. I ordered something, and I took the Remedios, and I took all the vitamins that I can have. But my test results comes out tomorrow, so hopefully it's not COVID. Hopefully it's just a random, you know, fever. Not really fever because I'm not having a fever. I'm kind of having sore throats and a little bit of I don't know. I'll see you guys later. Did that be my first food after fasting? Let's see, what is it? Of course. My request! They granted my request. Oh my god. So, because I'm breaking the fast for 10 days, they gave me this. And in case I feel hungry later, this is what they sent me. Noodles! Thank you so much, Sarawang Hotel. Mm. 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 Earlier, my head was breaking, but now it's controllable. It's bearable. Thank you, Lord. Look at that! So hello guys, thank you so much for watching. I want to discuss a little bit quickly about my fasting journey. So day 1, day 2, day 3, I didn't have day even up until day 5, I didn't have that much other side effects than just being feeling light. I didn't feel hungry as much. I didn't feel like I was as like I was really dizzy. So it was a good thing. But also, I think at the same time, it is because I didn't really have like, a lot of physical activity. So I did this thrice already. The first one was a 3-day water fast. The second one was a 5-day water fast. But my activities then were strenuous because I was reporting to the office for work. It was the day 1 until day 5. Day 6 up to day 8 probably, I was feeling a little bit dizzy or like I was spacing out, but it didn't happen all throughout the day. So there were just minimal spacing out problems that I've experienced, which I felt was normal for somebody who is water fasting for 5 days already, and I expected more than that. But day 9 came, and then I had extreme headache that I felt was problematic already. So I bought some stuff, like I bought Tylenol, I bought some things that you apply to your head. In the Philippines, we call it pang pang banlos, or pang um, panghipo sa ulo. So that's how we do it. Usually in the Philippines, we buy some essential oils or mint tea products that we apply just to relieve the pain. But even after taking 3 Tylenols, my headache didn't stop. So I felt really I felt that there's so much problem with my body already. So I was reminded of what my doctor said when she said that listen to your body and make sure that you know when to stop, and you should stop whenever you feel uncomfortable already, or like you feel extremely uncomfortable that it's affecting your activities of daily living already. But for me, it was already day 9, so I can just ignore the feeling and just be finishing the day 10th. Though at day 10th, I cheated a little bit when I received like Starbucks before, and I felt like it's already dying down and being rotten. So I had a little bit of like sugar, or not really sugar because it's zero sugar. So I did intake that.
But that was good. I mean, I don't think it affected the entire process that much. So let's talk about the benefits. The first benefit is that physically I felt really, really light. All the, toxics and toxins that were in my body were kind of like released for me, just at least for me. I don't have the lab result to prove that, but that's something that I've experienced. The second one, I think, and I think it's very important, is that I felt, I felt like I lost weight. But the problem was that, and this is something that you shouldn't do, okay? So my problem was that I didn't weigh myself because I didn't have the resources to. I didn't have the means to weigh myself. I didn't have a measuring tape at least, or I never had a weighing scale. I can't ask for it because I was on quarantine. So that was my problem. So even after that, no weighing scale was available. But I really just based into how I think my face looks like, because that's how, even if I had like, I weighed myself before during my previous water fasting, I felt like the best determiner was like whether like physically I looked thinner, or I felt like I caught a little bit of fat on my body. Which now when you can see, since it's already 5 days or like 10 days, sorry, like 7 days after my last day of water fasting, it may look a little bit different already from how it was. I think I compensated a little bit because it's Thailand, it's Chiang Mai, it's a good place to eat. So there. So those are the best two benefits. But what should I have done? Like what I think could make the experience better. I think what could make the experience better is that, number one, I felt like I could have incorporated the more spiritual side of fasting in my physical fasting. So I think it will definitely reset emotional, spiritual, and my mental health. So like the next time that I'm gonna do this, I knew like it can be incorporated, and it's a beautiful thing. But I just, wasn't able to concentrate and really reflect on this particular event in my life, or in this particular activity. So by the next time that I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna be incorporating like a more spiritual, more reflective kind of water fasting, or fasting in general, because in the Bible that's how they do it before. But the last thing that I want to talk to you about are, the cons that I felt, which generally were short-termed, meaning that the consequences didn't really last so long. But number one, I think the consequence was when I told you about, I felt like I had symptoms and of COVID-19. I was having like fevers, like on the ninth day I had a fever, and I had like a little bit of colds, and I also had extreme headache. So even after taking so much medicines, I even asked for a pain meds for pain meds from the hotel staff, and they gave it to me as well. I think that's ibuprofen and paracetamol. So they asked me to take it, and then after a day it's gone. But it was it was an extreme pain, and it was an excruciating pain. So I think that's a proper term for that. But secondly, I think the consequence was that, or I'm not saying it, I'm not gonna say this is a consequence, but this is something that I can improve the next time. So I think there has to be a transition pre and after that. Though I think pre, it was a little bit easy because I was already not eating as much because of the stress that the flights gave me, and the certificate of entry and facilitating all those requirements before I got here. But like after, like post water fasting, I felt there could have been more transition and control, because even like after the water fasting, yes, I did watermelon and things like that. But after that, when I went out of the ASQ, or the alternative state quarantine, it's Thailand, and you gotta eat the food, like you gotta eat food in Thailand. So that was something that I should have done. I should have exercised myself into doing, but I didn't do it. So that was my problem. It is a long-term commitment to become fit. So after water fasting, I think your body is, this is just what I think. If you eat a lot, your body will compensate on food. And then I asked my nutritionist dietitian friend, and she said that there is a possibility that your body will, demand for more food because it was deprived for a while. So that may happen, but I think that's not happening with me yet. But I'm not sure if I can control this and sustain this like up until the future. So there, I think those are the benefits. Those are the things that I can improve. And those are the things that are consequences, but short term and can definitely be improved. But yeah, so the next time that I'm gonna do this, I'm definitely gonna incorporate that, and I just want I'm definitely gonna incorporate like a more spiritual kind of fast. But I just want to remind you of three things. Number one, please consult your doctor. I consulted my doctor before doing this, but still I had a headache. But I was reminded of like listening to your body, so you have to do that. But the second advice that I would want to give you is make sure that you feel like it's necessary to actually do this, because there are other alternatives, right, other than water fasting and depriving yourself of food. You can do just a balanced diet and exercise and things like that. But if you feel like it's very, very necessary, then do it. No one's stopping you to do that, but be very, very careful. The last reminder that I would want to give you will be make sure that you follow and you go to YouTube and check out, you know, inspirations, water fasting inspirations daily, because it's gonna be a struggle emotionally. It's definitely gonna be a mental game for you. But for me, it was easy because I had no choice. Because I called the before I went in, I even told the reception not to give me food for 10 days. So that was easy. That was sort of the control that I needed. But for those who are doing it out of quarantine, then you might wanna reconsider and setting your mind up, because it's gonna be a mental game. You have to be ready with that. I think the last thing and the last reminder and the last tip that I'm gonna give you is enjoy the process, because it is a testimony. It is a story that you're gonna tell other people that you will inspire. And I hope this vlog inspires you to do this carefully and more responsibly, better than I did. And don't compare yourself, don't compare results to others. At times, results can turn differently. Your results may be different from my end. And I think the consequence to that, or the problem to that, is that you may not feel like there's an instant gratification, because it's not always gonna happen. And you're gonna get discouraged and not do these things again, even if like your body is fit to that kind of diet. Just you do you. So whatever results that can be, if it doesn't do good to you, maybe that's not the right thing for you. But if it has done good to you, maybe it is the right thing. But you still have to be careful, and you still have to be doing it the right way. Or actually, there is no standard of doing it, because it's just drinking water. So intake a lot of water. As per the number of water that I have that I have taken, I've shown you a clip earlier about how much water, or how many bottles of water have I consumed. I think in a day I'm consuming like around 200 sorry 3 liters of water, because when I wake up, at lunch, in the evening, and in between, so whenever I work. And I still get to be able to work out a little bit at that point in time. But there will come a point where you cannot do it anymore. So that is something that I hope that everyone would understand if you're doing water fasting. And after water fasting, I hope that you are inspired to do it, but be very, very careful. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that if you like the video, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and hitting the notification bell, so that you will get notified on the things that I'm gonna do, the things that I'm gonna say, and the stories that I'm gonna tell in the future. So thank you so much for showing up in this vlog, and I hope that everyone will have a safer and a more healthier COVID-19